So in this short video I'm going to demonstrate how a supporter, whether that's an individual or a team, can set up their own fundraising page in support of an organisation's fundraising efforts. So this is a page that's been set up by a charity called Cure Cancer at UCL Cancer Institute. So it's a charity that raises funds so that the UCL Cancer Institute research team can buy equipment to help them with their research. One of their main fundraising events every year is participation in the Royal Parks Half Marathon in London, which takes place in October every year, and individuals and teams can participate in that half marathon, and they can raise sponsorship which goes to Cure Cancer's pot of funds which they then distribute to the UCL Cancer Institute. So this is their page for the Royal Parks Half Marathon this year. So if we have a quick look at that, we can see they've got an image at the top. And they've got a totalizer up here, so they've only just created this page, so it's not showing anything just yet. And then you'll see there's a donate button here, so anybody can visit this page, click donate, and they can make a donation and add gift aid, which contributes to this initiative's fundraising. A little bit further down we've got some content, so about Cure Cancer at UCL, why they're raising money, and how you can participate in this year's Royal Parks Half Marathon with Cure Cancer. They do it under the Fast and Furious banner, so that's the name of this particular initiative. And then down the bottom a bit of detail about the charity, including contact details. Now, anybody, so any individual can set up their own fundraising page, or a team can set up its own team's fundraising page by clicking on this button here, Start Fundraising. The only difference between an individual page and a team page is that if a team fundraising page is set up, then individual team members can also set up their own fundraising page, which contributes to the team's total, which then in turn contributes to the client organisation, in this case a charity's total. So I'm going to set up a page for me because I've been volunteered to participate in this year's Royal Parks Half Marathon on behalf or as part of the Cure Cancer team. So that is a significant challenge for me because I haven't actually run a half marathon for over 10 years, and I was probably about a stone and a half lighter when I did that. And as it happens, actually, it was the Royal Parks Half Marathon. So it's a great event, but some serious training needs to be done. So who's raising funds? That's me. Chris's Cure Cancer. Actually, I'll call it Fast and Furious. Fast. Actually, let's call it Not So Fast. Not So Fast and Probably Furious Royal Parks Half. So open date, I'm going to open my page today. Close date, well the event's in October, so I'm going to choose the 31st of October, and I'm going to set myself a fundraising target of £500. Now this button's quite important, so the Fast and Furious page, the Cure Cancer has opted to use our Leaderboard function, which is basically a way to add a fun competitive element to any fundraising campaign. So basically participants who are creating their own fundraising page can opt to participate in the leaderboard or not, and basically the top 10 fundraisers for any particular campaign are displayed on the leaderboard, and the top 3 get a place on the podium, so bronze, silver and gold. I'm quite competitive, so I'm going to say yes, I would like to participate in the leaderboard. Now some campaign content here. So I've created a little bit of content earlier using Word, and I've just copied and pasted it in here, so I'm just going to tidy up the formatting slightly, just bear with me. Any contribution, I've agreed to the T's and C's, of course. Now the next page is where I get creative and add my imagery. So I've got two options here, so I can choose to use the main campaign's image at the top of the page, at the top of my own fundraising page that is, or I can upload my own image, and I'm going to do just that. So I'm actually going to use a photo that was taken the last time I ran the Royal Parks Half. As you can see, I was a lot slimmer in those days, and that's my nephew there who's now 15 years old. So there you go. I can add an avatar, so this will be displayed on the leaderboard. So I'm going to upload a little image for that. So we'll upload that image there. And I can add a further 3 images if I want to, and I can also paste in a video link to YouTube, but I'm not going to do that in this case. So that's the creative content for my page. I can preview that from here, or I can just click submit. I'm just going to click there to say I've got permission to submit, which of course I have because it's me. And this is my thank you for completing my fundraising page message, and if I click here I can see my fundraising page. And there we go, a glorious image, my content, and on the right hand side we can see my totalizer, 139 days left to donate, and my supporters. So I can, this page has got its own unique URL, so I can share that URL with my friends and family and colleagues and so on and so forth, and invite them to click donate and make a donation. My page also comes with a QR code as well, so at the event itself I could potentially create leaflets and hand out leaflets with the QR code and invite participants to, supporters to make a donation. Of course, I've shared my own individual fundraising pages with my friends and family using that unique URL, and also the social media buttons on my page just on the right hand side here. And as you can see, somebody's made a donation. So Caroline de Cruz made a donation, and she's left a message for me, and her donation has been aggregated in the totalizer at the top of the page, so we can see that £20 has been donated and £5 gift aid added, leaving £475 of my £500 target left to raise in 139 days. Now, moving to the main Fast and Furious fundraising page, we'll see that that donation has also been aggregated. It's been pulled through to the main fundraising page totalizer, and also Caroline's message is also displayed in the aggregated supporter messages with a link to the individual fundraising page that donation was made from. Also, because I opted to participate in the leaderboard, if I click on the leaderboard tab, we'll see that I'm top of the pile for no other reason than I'm the only person who set up a fundraising page so far. But as other individuals and teams set up their fundraising pages, if they opt to participate in the leaderboard, they'll be displayed here as well. So that top 10 will be displayed with the top 3 on the podium. And as I mentioned, that leaderboard is live. So as donations come into individual pages or team pages, those leaderboards will be updated in real time. Now, imagine I've published my campaign and I want to make some changes. I want to make some changes to the start and end dates, campaign targets, the written content or the images. It's really straightforward. So from the front, from the home page, we just click login and enter our email address and password. And at the top of the page, we'll see a button that says My Account. So we click on that. Scroll down, and on the left hand side we'll see a tab that says My Campaign, so we click on that. Scroll down and we'll see a list of all individual fundraising pages I've set up. So if you use this grey bar to scroll right, you'll see a few details. So my fundraising target, that I've opted to participate in the leaderboard, for example, that the campaign is published. And if I click on this link that says Edit, I can make any changes I want, as I mentioned, to open and close dates, my target raise. I can uncheck that box if I decide I don't want to participate in the leaderboard, and I can make any changes to my written content here. If I click continue, I can also make any changes to the images or add new images if I want to, and add a video too. Once I'm happy with all that, I just click complete, and those changes will be published. So I just want to share with you one example of just how effective individual and teams fundraising pages can be in terms of achieving fundraising goals and maximising success, particularly in conjunction with the leaderboard. So this fundraising page was created by Lakefield Primary School PTA. The PTA has an annual fundraising goal of £10,000. They set up this fundraising page and invited pupils to set themselves a challenge over the Easter holidays and to invite sponsorship from parents and grandparents, etc., to achieve their challenge. If we scroll down the page, we can see the individual cards for the pages set up by pupils, and they set themselves a range of challenges from cycling, walking, running, art, and all sorts of different things. And all of these cards are clickable, by the way, so each of these individual fundraising pages has that unique URL. They also had the option to participate in the leaderboard. Now this is optional because we know not everybody has such a competitive nature, or they're a little bit shy. But we can see on this leaderboard that the top 10 fundraisers for this campaign are displayed just here, and we can see the podium at the top that displays the top 3 fundraisers. And in pole position is Guy Ellis, who raised over £2,200 by completing a 30k cycling challenge, which is an amazing achievement. And if we go back to the top of the page, we can see that in aggregate, those individual fundraising pages, those pupils raised over £8,000 in just 2 weeks. So they achieved almost the whole of the PTA's annual fundraising target in just 2 weeks, which is an incredible achievement. I hope that was useful, but of course if you've got any questions, then please do call the office or drop an email at your convenience. Thank you.